We all have people in our lives that we simply don't want to deal with, or have daily interactions sometimes with people that we just absolutely can't stand or frustrate us. But what if I was to tell you that these people are actually put there for a reason, and then instead of being upset that we met them and had to deal with them, we should actually be grateful? What's up, team? It's Dave, your head coach. Welcome to another Psychology Fitness Lab episode. And today we're going to deal with something that I sometimes still struggle with, and that's dealing with difficult people. Dealing with people that just piss you off, that just rub you the wrong way, that just push all your buttons, that that flip all your triggers, and they're just not easy to deal with. But what if I was to tell you that those people in our lives are actually there for a reason? And the reason is something really good and not something that is just makes us upset. Now, I know this is probably something that most of us are going, oh my gosh, like, one, please tell me, because I have a lot of people I deal with at work or in my family, sometimes my kids, maybe my partner, random people on the street that I'm running into all the time. There's a crazy concept in spirituality, and it's called, I've sent you nothing but angels. I've sent you nothing but angels. And what this means is that every single person that you encounter, no matter if it's a man or a woman, you're young or old, rich or poor, if there's someone who uplifts and inspires you, if there's someone that brings you down and just drains you, if they're a battery charger or a battery drainer, these people were given to you from a higher power, from Mother Nature, from God, from whatever you want to believe in, to make you a better person. That this person was put in your life in that situation so that you could learn something from them. And it was a lesson that you really need to learn in order for you to grow to that next level in your personal growth. Now, I know this sounds kind of crazy, especially when we meet these people that are just plain a-holes, or at least we think they are. One of the things I want you to think about is that we need to actually let go of these interactions with them. And if we can let go of the fact that they're pissing us off, we can let go of the fact that they're just making us really mad, or they're idiots, they're ignorant, and all the different things that I've thought of, they're actually there for a purpose. And there are no bad interactions, but only bad perspectives. And that the interaction we have with this person, if we can maybe just flip the perspective and look at them in a way that actually they're there for us for a great purpose. They're actually there to teach us something, to offer us perspective. We can then look at them and this interaction in a whole new light. So instead of looking at them and just getting pissed off that they're there, or they're even saying the things they're doing, what if we took a step back and we looked at that and said, what can I learn from this person? What is this person trying to teach me? What can I take away from this interaction that's going to help me in my life? Or what can I take away from this interaction and make someone else a better person? Like, what can I take away from this and then teach someone else? This comes up with me in a different way sometimes, and I want to share this with you, is that I have one of my coaches, and one of my coaches, when I first was assigned him, I wasn't really sure that this was the coach. Actually, I was positive this was the coach I didn't want. There was just something about him that I wasn't aligned with. I didn't feel like I respected it, or whatever the reason was. And of course, as the universe or God has a sense of humor, I get assigned this coach. And I said, oh my gosh, like, what the hell? Okay, I'm sitting there trying to fight it, because sometimes I have trouble letting go. And then I said, no, what can I learn from this person? What can I take away? And it flipped my script and actually completely changed my interactions with him. Now, when we speak, I get wisdom from him every time, every week. Excuse me, guys. Every week that I have an interaction, I talk with him. I'm always getting wisdom from him, and it's wisdom that I can help pass on to you guys, I can help pass on to my clients, my family, or wisdom I can take for myself. The other crazy thing, and this is what I want you to think about in these situations, when we're dealing with a person who's acting non-optimally, someone who's just pissing us off or rubbing us the wrong way, that sometimes what that person personifies, what that person is doing, how that person is acting, is a reflection of the things that we don't like in ourselves. So if the person's doing something that we don't like, there's a really good chance that they're actually just acting from a place where we don't like something about them that's in us, that's how we act, and we hate that. Now, this is 100% happening when I was thinking these interactions with my coach, is that the things that he does that I don't like are things that I do sometimes that I don't like, or things that I did in the past that I've gotten better at, but it needs to give me a reminder of how not to be like this and not to make it about me. And that's typically what this thing comes down to, is that I make it about me. I end up being too selfish. And if you guys haven't watched our, Be Selfish to Be Selfless podcast, I'd encourage you to watch that one. But in these moments, I'm being too selfish. I'm thinking about myself too much. I'm not putting others first above myself in the situation where it needs to happen. So team, I want you to think about this. What interactions have you had in the last day, the last week, the last month, where this person just rubbed you the wrong way? Maybe it was someone that cut you off in traffic. Maybe it was someone that you saw in the subway. Maybe it was a colleague at work that said something or sent an email or did something. Maybe it was someone at the grocery store. Maybe it was your partner. Maybe it was someone in your family. Maybe it was even one of your children. What happened in this interaction that made you just like, ugh, they're so annoying? And how can you reframe that interaction that you had, in a way that allows you to take something from it, that allows you to view this person as an angel that was sent to you to teach you something? There's some perspective that you're supposed to get out of that. There's some wisdom that you were supposed to gain from that. So we want you to let us know in the comments below, is fill this out and let us know who you came across that, if you were given a different perspective and realized that they were an angel sent to you and not a devil, just to piss you off and ruin your day, because sometimes that's what we think. That person was just there to piss me off and ruin my day, and my day is completely ruined now. Well, what if you were able to look at that and say, that person actually just made my day? Whoa, what a mindset shift that would be. That would be incredible to take that perspective and go from looking at someone that ruined your day, that they actually made your day. Now remember, there's no bad interactions, team. There's only bad perspective. So if your interaction's one way, you can take a different perspective, look at that, flip that interaction on its head, and now make that something that helps you get to the next level. So let us know, team, where in your life are those situations coming up? Who are they with? And what's the thing that you took away from it? All right, team, I want to thank you for following us again through this amazing episode in the Psychology Fitness Lab. Be sure you're giving us a thumbs up and you're subscribing so you don't miss any other content that we have coming out. Always check the links below to see the other references that we made for Psychology Lab episodes. And team member, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or QCCs that we say, get those to us in the comments below or DM us. And of course, if there's anything about psychology fitness that you want to know more about, please let us know, team. We're all about making these videos and this podcast for you so you can get to the next level in your psychology fitness by training your brain, your body, and your breath at one. That's it from us today, the Psychology Fitness Lab team, and have a good one.